So I had the pleasure of meeting Mark. So he played the part. We don't hear the name in the movie, but because of the script, it had his name in the script as Ben. But he's one of the car vandals that gets kicked in the butt by Jackie, and so that's what he's famous for.
For those of you who didn't get on film, that was a standing ovation. Yeah, they didn't notice that.
So Mark had some great stories. So you were on set for one day,
Yes, sir.
but a lot of stuff happened that day.
Yes, sir. That's my line. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've already got that.
Yeah.
I had always, when I auditioned for it, I was with Atlanta Modeling and Talent Agents, and I said, who will be playing the part of the sheriff? And they said, we're hoping to get Jackie Gleason. And when I was a teenager, I watched the reruns of The Honeymooners, and Ralph and Norton. And that was, even the guys I went to school with watched the reruns, and we talked about that. So it was a dream come true to get to meet him. When they interviewed Sally Field, she said she got to work with a great one.
The great one.
The great one. So I thought if Sally Field thought it was an honor and a privilege, I should think it's an honor and privilege. But he was fun, he was funny. I did get to meet Bert, and I got to meet Jerry, and they were all just like they were on the TV.
All the time.
They were all the time on, and Jackie, whenever they stopped, he was still just as funny because he had lived the lines. You know, he just made up whatever, and Hal gave him the freedom to go with it because he knew he was a genius. And you know, he read the script and he said, I can't be in the car by myself. I got to have somebody to play off of. And that's where Junior came in. So he was good. He knew his stuff. He was a comedy genius and really never got the recognition that he deserved. What I wanted to do as a young guy, you know, growing up in the 70s or whatever, I wanted to meet John Wayne. And I wrote him a letter, and he wrote me back that I might get to visit him on set one day. I actually got started acting or wanting to do this because I thought if I've got experience, then someday I'll get to help him beat up the bad guys, you know. So, but I mean, Hal worked in the John Wayne movies.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, he did the stunts, and I did not realize at the time, you know, Hal Needham is generally, everybody except was the greatest stuntman in the world. I mean, it was an old TV show called You Asked For It. And on that, they wrote in, you know, whatever you want to see, they'll put it on. Have you ever had anybody jump out of an airplane on the back of a horse? And so Hal said, I can do that. So he's in an airplane, they fly down, and that guy up on a horse, he jumps out of the airplane on the back of a horse. So he did, I don't know what all but he's considered the best stuntman.
Yeah.
And he trained a lot of people. So ask the questions you want to know.
Well, my favorite story that you tell is when Jackie Gleason had an accident on the set.
Oh, and there was a director chair like this. And so he goes and sits in the chair, and we're on the side of the road where we're filming the scene. Well, he sits in the chair, and of course it's a bank, and he goes tumbling backwards, falling, and everybody thought he broke his neck. And he gets up and he said, if you didn't see that, I'm only do it one more time. Just immediately into that, when we broke to go, they had every kind of food you wanted. When we had lunch, they had it catered. And you know, we were going to lunch, and it was everything. I mean, they spared nothing, no expense. And you know, we were walking along, and he would just stop and say, "How sweet it is!" All the shows from the, you know, then you know, on the way back, he said, "And away we go." So if you watched any of his old TV shows, he would instantly go into those characters, and he didn't have to do it, but he kept everybody entertained. Then there was one of the scenes where you saw about how many takes it took him kicking me. If there's an airplane in the background, they're saying, you hear, we got to stop. Wait a minute. Wait. And then another plane come by. So, everybody's getting bored, ready to go home. So Jackie Gleason said, oh, that's that damn Clint Eastwood. He wanted this part so bad he couldn't stand it, and he's trying to make me look bad. So he did things like that all day long, continuously. So he was just a fun guy. I got to be on some of the other movies that I just walk up, and Hal, like you say, if he liked you, if he knew you, I could have probably been in more. I was an extra in Smokey the Bandit 2. That part got cut out on the cutting room floor. And then Cannonball Run, I was an extra. And like you said, all the ladies liked Bert. And some of you mentioned that before. If there was a road, the cars would be backed up for 10 miles in both directions. People, I heard Bert was over here. Is Bert over here? And people would come around behind the house trying to get to see Bert. And the guys my age think, how can I be like Bert? What's he got? What's he got going on? But what questions did you have?
So one of the things that's amazed me, going back to the beginning, is what made this movie so popular, right? And so we're trying to figure it out, and it's the scenes, it's all the things they did for the movie. And I like the line that Hal Needham told you a few years later.
Yeah, he told me later, of course, this was when the CBs were coming out. It came out the same time as the CBs. It came out at the same time. And when we were on, I think it was on the set of another Cannonball Run or whatever. And he said, Smokey the Bandit, he said, we caught lightning in a bottle. He said that was the magic. And he said everything just hit just right. It was the right place, the right time, the right people, the right chemistry, the right combination. It was the synergy of the whole thing. And so, there Smokey 2, Smokey 3, Cannonball, there's a lot of good movies, but there's just something special about the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That I hear over and over again.
There's so many things. I know most people here, they like the movie because of the Trans Am. I've got friends that are in the semis, like, I didn't even know there was a car in that movie. You've got the CB radios, you got the Southern Charm, all these different things just made it magical.
Jackie Gleason, to me, made the movie. We did. Maybe it's because I got this opportunity to meet him, but he was so funny. Even when he wasn't on camera, he was funny. And he was so much fun to be around. And then it didn't matter what was in the script, he was going to do what he wanted to do. And Hal knew he was a genius enough to know this guy knows what he's doing. Let him go with it. So it was just the right place, the right time, and it was released at the right time. The timing was perfect. So, right cast. Even the small parts,
There are no small parts, there's only small actors.
Well, that's true.
So that's, I think we're all big fans of the movie, right? So like I told you.
I think so. Well, this is good thing. Actually, there was a vote that came out, and I sent Sean a copy of it, that Smokey and Bandit was voted the best movie of all time. Now, how many people believe that's true? But there actually was a vote taken, and it was voted the best movie of all time.
Well, I appreciate it, Mark. Anybody have any other questions for Mark?
How many times did you get kicked?
I think it was 17 times.
17 times.
17 times.
Before you go, tell the story. You bumped into Jackie Gleason a few years later.
Well, yes, we had, I think it was part 2, and this one, he was in his front of a dressing room, and they said, "Hey, the guy that you kicked in the butt is here." And he said, "Yeah, but let him come in, because everybody wants to get in and see the stars. But if I guess Hal or something, this is the guy." And so he says, "How are you doing? You all right?" And he's a comedian, so I said, "Well, actually, I've had hemorrhoids ever since." I said, "I'm going to sue you and Universal City Studios." And so he says, "Hal, I got to go back to the room." I said, "Mr. Gleason, I was just joking." Anyway,
That's great.
thanks for everybody coming out. Okay?